Is anxiety ruling your life, or maybe you want natural methods to relieve your symptoms? Practice along with me in this video for my tried and true sequence for managing anxiety. For yoga, spirituality, and wellness videos to improve the quality of your life, subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell to be notified every time I post a new video during the week. Enjoy this flow, yogi, and meet me on your mat. Start in Sukhasana, or easy seated pose. So draw the feet in towards the body with the legs crossed. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Flex the feet and then let the shins rest into the arches. Make sure that your front hip bones are level to the back hip bones, so your tailbone's not tucking under and your booty's not popping out. If needed, please prop yourself up onto a yoga bolster or even a cushion from your couch. You can just pull it off and sit on top of that. All right, from here, lift the entire rib cage up away from the pelvis to lengthen the spine. And have your palms down just for a little bit more grounding energy, and reach through the back of the crown of the head, lengthening the neck. And close your eyes and take a couple cleansing breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth, letting go of anything that's been causing you anxiety, anxious thoughts, overwhelm. Just let it go with your exhale. And you don't have to put a name on it. You don't have to bring those things to your mind. Just consciously, just let it all go. And then when you're ready, start to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. When we're working on becoming calm and releasing anxiety, mentally, physically, and emotionally, so important to focus on the breath. When we get anxious, we tend to have shallow breathing and rapid breathing. So even if all you did was focused on deepening the breath and slowing down the breath, it would have a huge impact. And what I want you to focus on now is to exhale completely. And then together we'll inhale, fill the belly, low ribs, upper ribs. Exhale, upper ribs, low ribs, belly. So nice long inhale, belly, low ribs, upper ribs. Exhale, upper ribs, low ribs, belly. Continue with that breath, 3-part breath. Just really letting your ribs and chest expand in every direction. The front, the back, and the sides. You can start to valve the back of your throat a little bit, making a sound with your mouth closed. It's called Ujjayi breath, but don't stress yourself out about that. If you know it, you can do it. If not, that's all right. Just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose if that's comfortable. Relax the face, the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, and the jaw. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, not pulling them down, just relaxing. Now on your inhale, start to say to yourself, I am. On your exhale, at peace. If a different affirmation would make you feel better, like I am calm, or I am grounded, I am centered, whatever you'd like to say that would help you to be more relaxed, be less anxious, please feel free to insert your own intention here. On your inhale, I am. On your exhale, your word of choice. Again, face is relaxed. Coming into the present moment. Taking these next few minutes of this yoga practice just for you. You deserve it. So many times we're running from one thing to another, trying to do what we think we're supposed to do, instead of doing what we really need. Taking this time to fill your cup. And circle your hands together in front of your heart into prayer. Let's begin the practice with just a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth on a sigh, letting go of everything that's kind of bogging you down. Inhale. I know it might feel kind of silly, but it feels really good. Let's do one more. Awesome. All right, now let your head hang forward, bring your hands to your knees. Try to keep the rest of your spine straight as your head hangs. And just let the head roll to one side, draw the other shoulder down. And then roll forward and to the other side, other shoulder down. And back to center, let the head hang, take a breath. Blink your eyes open and lift your head. All right, so we've had our legs crossed for a little while. Just extend them out and just bounce the knees gently, point and flex the feet. And cross your legs again. Put your opposite leg in front, pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Moving into some side stretches. On your inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your right hand to the right side and reach over to the right, keeping both shoulders away from the ears, rooting down with the sitting bones. Inhale, come up, palms touch. Exhale, other side. So root down with the sitting bones, reach up and out. Inhale up, palms touch, shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Exhale, reach. Open the belly button and the chest. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. So this is our first vinyasa. Keep going. Inhale up. So you're linking the movement to the breath. Exhale, reach. So you're moving the whole time. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Last one. Inhale up. Palms touch. Now move into a twist. Vinyasa. Exhale. Twist to your right. Left hand behind. Or right hand behind. Left hand to the right knee. Inhale up. Palms touch. Exhale, other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Twist from the mid and upper back. Keep the low back as stable as you can. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. And come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So there's a couple different meanings of vinyasa. That is one of the meanings of vinyasa, linking the movement to the breath. All right, now move on to your hands and knees. Knees directly under the hips and wrists directly under the shoulders. As you inhale, start to look out in front of you. Draw the chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Now keep going here. Inhale, look out. Notice what your pelvis is doing. Exhale, round. So as you inhale, look out, the pelvis is tilting forward, the tailbone's lifting. Exhale, round, pelvis is tilting back, tailbone tucking under. Two more, work with your breath. Again, another vinyasa. Last one. And come back to center. And we'll move into modified child's pose. So bring your knees as wide as your mat and your big toes can touch. Bring your hips back towards your heels. It's okay if they don't touch all the way. And I like to bring my pointer fingers together and my thumbs together, making a triangle, letting the elbows go out to the sides. It feels like it helps my shoulders to relax, and forehead can come to the mat. If the forehead doesn't touch the mat, you can stack the fists and place your forehead onto the top fist. Now here's a really great opportunity to focus on the breath and expand the ribs. So as you inhale, really focus on expanding the upper back and the ribs, creating more lung capacity here. And then exhale to soften into the mat. And breathing here. Trying to not focus on my kitty giving himself a bath. I'm sorry if you can hear that. He just loves being in the videos and being a part of it. One more breath. Great. Now make your way onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees back to center. Now, From here, point the fingers forward, or the pointer fingers forward. Now push the knuckles down into the mat. Walk your knees back a couple inches and curl the toes under. On your inhale, lift the knees and the hips up, bend your knees, and then on the exhale, push into your knuckles, sending the hips up and back. So ideally here, you're in a straight line from your wrists all the way up to the hips. And usually that won't happen if the legs are straight. So just focus on bending the knees and then sending the hips up and back. Roll the shoulders away from each other, so out, and then roll the forearms in. Walk the dog here, bending and straightening the alternate legs, pushing one heel towards the mat, then the other. It's okay if they don't touch. This is downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then walk the feet forward towards the hands and bring your feet as wide as your mat. Turn your toes in slightly so that the outside edges of the feet are parallel. Bring your hands to your shins. On your inhale, lengthen your spine, reach the crown of the head forward, and on your exhale, fold. You can grab your opposite elbows if that feels okay here, and please feel free to bend the knees so that you can tip the pelvis forward and point your tailbone more up towards the sky. This will help the low back to feel a lot longer and just not compressed. So you don't want to feel any achiness in your low back here. Breathe. Let the upper body be heavy and just hang. And anytime you feel like you're working some energy up to the surface, feel free to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And bring your hands back to your shins. Inhale, halfway up, monkey pose. Bend your knees, plant your hands. Exhale, walk back to your downward facing dog. Full stretch here. Breathing here, doing some of these gentle inversions and forward folds like downward facing dog and the pose we just came out of can be very calming mentally and physically. And then come down to your hands and knees. Let's come into our modified child's pose one more time. Knees as wide as the mat, big toes can touch, and come back forehead to the ground or your fist. And then make your way back up to your hands and knees. Swing your feet around and come to seated pose. And then make your way back up to your hands and knees. Now we'll stand tall on the knees. So if you need a little bit more support under the knees, please feel free to fold your mat over or grab a blanket and put that under the knees. And we'll move into a pose called gate pose or Parigasana. So bring your right leg straight out to the right hand to the right leg. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and then exhale, reach over the extended leg. Now notice I'm not coming like this with my hip. You want the left hip directly on top of the left knee. Twist your belly button open, don't push on the kneecap. Okay, so either above the knee or below the knee. And breathe here, feeling that nice stretch all the way down the side. Shoulders again away from the ears, just like in our earlier side stretch. You can look down or sideways or up. And then come up and switch it out. Left leg out. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And exhale all the way over the extended leg. Twist the belly button open and breathe here. Shoulders away from the ears. And come up, inhale. Exhale, bring the arm down and come back to the knees. Standing tall on both knees, coming into camel pose. So again, you might want to put some padding under your knees. Now curl the back toes under. What I want you to focus on in this pose is to not let the booty pop out. That really compresses the low back, okay? So lengthen the tailbone down, keeping your front hip bones level to the back hip bones. And imagine or visualize that you have a corset on, okay? So for you men, that's something that would just go around here, and it'll keep this part of your back stable. So we're not going to be bending into that part of the back. This part of the back will stay nice and long. And then just bring your hands to your hips, either with your fingers pointing down or with your fingers pointing up. So on your inhale, lengthen, and exhale, start to look up. If it feels good, you could let the head come back. Otherwise, just tuck the chin slightly. Keep drawing the shoulders back. Breathe. Now use your abs. Inhale, come up. Uncurl the toes. Exhale, sit back if this feels okay on your knees. Otherwise, just stay tall on the knees. Close your eyes. Take a couple cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, one more time. Stand tall on the knees, curl the toes under, neutral pelvis. Place your hands however you like them. On the sacrum, big shoulder roll, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, lift mid and upper back. Camel, Ustrasana. Use your abs, inhale, come up. Exhale, sit back. Do a couple shoulder rolls, move your head around. And bring your head to neutral, close your eyes. All right, now open your eyes and swing your feet around. Extend your legs out for a moment. And again, you can bounce them gently. Coming in now to a wide leg forward fold. Okay, so bring your legs out into a straddle position with your toes pointing up. Okay, pushing into the heels and the balls of the feet. Turn out over the right leg and do a big shoulder roll. Now, if your tailbone keeps tucking under, bend the knees, okay, so that you can sit right on top of the sitting bones. You could even put blocks under the knees, yoga blocks, or you can put pillows under your knees from your couch or blankets, towels, whatever you have. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Now exhale, start to tip your pelvis forward. So I want you to think about lifting the tailbone up, kind of sticking your booty out. So on your inhale, lengthen, exhale, tilt. Feel free to bend the knee so that you can get more movement in your pelvis. Draw the chest forward, shoulders back, reach your chest towards the big toe. Relax the face and the jaw. This pose is called Upavishta Konasana. And slowly come up, inhale. And exhale, twist out over the other leg. Big shoulder roll, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, tilt the pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Try to lift the tailbone, stick the booty out. Again, feel free to bend the knee for more movement in the pelvis. Tuck the chin slightly to lengthen the neck. Deep breaths. And slowly come up and back to center. Kitty's definitely listening to my breathing cues. Big shoulder roll, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt the pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Try to keep the toes pointing up. My toes always want to turn in, but yours might even want to flop back. So just try to keep them up. Again, tilting the pelvis. You're not rounding the back and trying to bring the head down to the ground. Instead, tilt the pelvis forward, draw the chest forward, keeping the spine neutral, nice and long. Tuck the chin slightly, shoulders back. Feel free to close the eyes. Only going to where you feel sensation, not pain. And then slowly come up and just close your eyes. Breathe here. Notice how you're feeling. Take some deep breaths. And then lower your head slightly, blink your eyes open, and lift your head. All right, now start to draw the legs in. and bring the soles of the feet together with the knees pointing out. Now, if you have yoga blocks or you have pillows from your couch or towels, whatever, you can put those under the knees. If you don't have any of those things, you can just let the knees come down like I am, and then if they get kind of achy, if any part of your leg gets achy, just extend your legs out like you would for Shavasana. Otherwise, hands back, tuck the tailbone, and then lay all the way down onto the back. So if I don't have props under my knees, I tend to not hold this pose for very long, so just listen to your body. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, so kind of roll them under the body a little bit, and then soften the chest. Bring the hands a little bit wider than the mat, palms facing up. Now we'll do some breathing here. And again, anytime your legs start to get uncomfortable, just extend them out like I'm gonna do. Let the feet fall out to the sides if you extend them out. Close your eyes. And we'll do a 3-part breath here, but what I want you to do now is let your exhale be 1, 2, or 3 counts longer than your inhale. So inhale, belly, low ribs, upper ribs. Exhale, upper ribs, low ribs, belly. See how many counts your inhale takes? Let your exhale be 1, 2, or 3 counts longer. Breathe in and out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. This can be a very calming breath here. The exhales longer than the inhales. Let your body relax more and more with each exhale. And then let go of controlling the breath. Relax the face. Let your lips part slightly if that feels good. Relax the jaw and the throat, the shoulders, the arms, the chest and the back and the belly, and the hips and the glutes, the upper legs, the knees, the calves, the shins, the ankles, heels, soles of the feet, balls of the feet, tops of the feet and the toes. Let the ground carry your body weight. And enjoy a few minutes here in Shavasana, our final resting pose. When a thought comes into your mind, acknowledge it and then just let it go. Let yourself drift off to that place right before you fall asleep. And relax, release. Start to deepen your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Compare how you're feeling now to how you were feeling when you first got on your mat with me today. Notice 3 positive ways that you're feeling in this moment. And bring some movement back to the fingers and toes. Could do a full body stretch, reach your arms overhead and your feet in the opposite direction. And roll onto your right hand side using your right arm for a pillow. Take a couple breaths here. And with the strength of your arms, slowly push yourself up to seated. Let your head be the last thing to come up. Coming to your easy cross-legged pose, Sukhasana. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Hands on your knees, palms down. Come back to your breath. And circle your hands together in front of your heart into prayer. Come back to your affirmation, I am. And then the second part of your affirmation. Show gratitude for our practice, gratitude to yourself for coming to your mat today, and put more energy towards that affirmation, that intention for your day. With one Om, take a deep breath in. And then you can bow down to where it feels good. Bring your thumbs from your heart center up to your third eye, acknowledging the energy that's within you, around you, connects us all together and never goes away. That energy within me acknowledges the energy within you, and I thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. Namaste. I hope you feel much better now, yogi. If you want more support on bringing more yoga and wellness and spirituality in your life, I have a free group that you can join. So click on the link in the description and it'll take you to that community. If this video was helpful, let me know by liking it below, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with other fellow yogis. And leave a comment to let me know what kind of flow you want next. Have a great day. Namaste. What are you doing? How am I supposed to do yoga if you're on my mat?